here is my bucket list. So when I get to certain things, I'm basically going to show you how much I suck, because I worked a lot more than what I was expecting to. I did have some time off, like before and after shifts, but really my job was a lot more exhausting than what I thought it was going to be. So I tended to sleep a lot, and then the weather sucked. It was raining a lot. Quite often I'd go to the parks and I'd get rained out and have to go home, or I'd have to go to work super early because I wouldn't have time to go back to the apartment and then leave again to go to work. So, and then a lot of the times as well, like the full day challenges I wanted to do, I didn't have the people to go with, and I didn't want to do it on my own half the time. So I didn't do a lot of those, or I tried and I failed miserably. So, yeah. So, Disney Park challenges, this is the first thing on my bucket list. 4 parks in one day. Now that I did, first time, and I did it. Do 3 challenges in one night. The 3 show challenge. Well, that's physically impossible because when I wrote that down, I hadn't actually read about it. And a lot of people do it when Fantasmic is a lot earlier, so they have a 6:30 showing, which would make this a slightly more easier job. The only hard bit you'd have is to get from Illuminations at 9 to Wishes at 10. But doable. But with Fantasmic at 9 and Wishes and Illuminations at 9, that's physically impossible. And then to get from Wishes at 10, that will last until about 10, to get to Fantasmic at 10:30 is impossible. So that was a no-go. I basically had decided that that wasn't going to happen before I'd even tried to do it. I was like, I don't really want to waste an evening running around and getting all stressed out when I know it's not possible to do it, because you have to be in line for Fantasmic at least an hour, like, so people get there in an hour before, so that wasn't going to happen. So I advise if you're doing that, then you go to it when Fantasmic is earlier on. Do a character challenge day. Now that I kind of did. I did a character day. I didn't challenge myself to see how many characters I could do in one day because it was just too hot to be running around and actually like doing that. I was just getting so sweaty walking around the parks, so I didn't really fancy doing that. 24-hour challenge, that I did not do because I wanted to do it with Katie and Amy and we never had the same day off, until the very last day, and by which point we wanted to do all the things that we hadn't done, like just individual things. Have a hidden Mickey day. Technically yes, but I didn't take photos of any of it, so that kind of proof-wise, no I didn't, but I know I did it. And then do more than one show in a single night. Well, yeah, I did, but they were all in the same park, so don't really know if that counts. Okay, so characters. Go to a character breakfast. Yes, I did. I went to the Grand Floridian and it was beautiful. Find Divine in Animal Kingdom. No, I didn't find her, but I did see her, because she actually shared a break room with me when I was hanging out with Pluto at Dinerland. So yes, technically, but no. Get autographs off as many characters as possible. Yes. Get a picture photobombed by a character. No. But when I was hanging out with Pluto, many a time he would photobomb other people's pictures, but I wasn't that lucky. Meet a rare character. Well, yeah, I did, because I went to Long Lost Friends Week, and I met Robin Hood, I met Dr. Facilier, I met Lewis, I met Abby Mallard, and the Brez. So yes, I definitely did meet a rare character. I also met Naveen as well, which I was happy about. So last year I met 5, what I've actually put as beat my total of most Mickeys in different outfits met. So last year I met him in his pyjamas, I met him in graduation gear, so I met a total of 5. This year I only met 4. So yeah, I basically failed at that. Then I've got a meet and a list of different characters. Now I've got Mr. Fredrickson. He is now a retired character and only comes out for special events, so I did not meet him. Rhino is a retired character and doesn't even come out at all, so he got crossed off the list. I've got Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope, and yes, I met those. I met those on the first day that I could go into the park. Merida, yes, I met. Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen, I met. Ugly Sisters, I met. Alice and the White Rabbit, I met. I did not, however, meet Phineas and Ferb, Perry the Platypus, Gaston, Hercules and Meg, or Mowgli. So that kind of sucked. But to be fair, Hercules and Meg and Mowgli were never there while I was there, so that wasn't possible. Gaston had more hunting trips that he wasn't planning on taking, but he took them anyway, so that was unfortunate on his part and mine, so that's fine. And Phineas and Ferb just never happened, because I never seemed to be in Hollywood Studios when they were there. I was always there in the evening ready for Fantasmic, so well. Okay, so just general Disney stuff. Visit all 23 resorts. So I didn't visit all 20, but out of the 23, I went to the Contemporary, I went to the Grand, I went to Pop, I went to Caribbean Beach, I went to Animal Kingdom Lodge, I went to Art of Animation, Wilderness Lodge, Beach Club, Yacht Club, Boardwalk, Fort Wilderness, and the Polynesian. So I did 12. Yeah, that isn't very good. But oh well, what can you do? Okay, so I've got Draw Russell at the Animation Academy, which I did. Visit New Fantasyland, which I did. Use the Tangled toilets, I did. And I must say, actually, inside that bathroom is very nice because it's all painted, like Rapunzel's tower. So she's got all her paintings on the walls. Eat at Be Our Guest. I did not do this, and this was out of choice because I saw the menu, and I'm an incredibly fussy eater, and nothing on that menu appealed to me. So no, I didn't do that. Get a new photo pass, edit photo. Yes, I did that. I got my Welcome to Entertainment class photo edited. Attend the Good Morning show at Magic Kingdom. I did this. I attempted 3 times. On the 3rd time, I made it. I actually performed in it more than I saw it, which is funny, but the first time I went, I didn't realise it was EMH in the morning, so I'd gone and the park had already been open for an hour. Then the second time I attempted it, the Polynesian monorail was late, so I didn't make it that time. And then the 3rd time, I actually did make it. Get a cast member exclusive pin. Yes, I did this. Ride the new and improved Test Track. No. Test Track, I could never be bothered, and I actually went to Epcot about 3 times, so no. Write a magic moment / memory every day, and then make them into a jar of stars at the end of my programme. Yes, and you saw the jar of stars before, so that's that one. Attend a CP Housing event every month. No, I did not do this, because they didn't have that many when I was there. And it rained on the one time they did have them. I did go to graduation. I was going to go to a pool party, but it rained, as always. Okay, so Florida. Visit Universal Studios. So I went to the Harry Potter one last year, so I was planning on going to the other one, but then I decided that really all I wanted to do was meet a minion. And I didn't really want to pay the money just to meet a minion, so that did not happen. Buy nail polish brands that I didn't already own. Yes. And I suppose I can show you those. Okay, so probably could have shown you these before as well. Okay, so these. Hold on. Okay, so these are all the nail polishes that I bought. Bit extreme, I know, but those are the ones I bought. Okay, so probably could have shown you these before as well. Okay, so these. Hold on. Okay, so now you've seen the nail polishes that I bought. Out of the list of ones that I had, so I've got Deborah Lippmann, OPI, Zoya, China Glaze, Butter London, Linderella. So out of those, I got 3. But, so actually no, I should show you those first. Okay, so I've got OPI, Butter London, and my favourite, Linderella. So this was my only chance really to own one, because she does not ship internationally, so having it shipped to America is the only way I can do it. Now knowing people that live in America and being quite close to them, you know, I can ship them to them and they can ship them to me. But before now, that's not been a possibility. I also got these, which are thermal, so they change colour depending on the heat of your hands, basically. Yeah, then I also got this one, which I've been wanting for a long time. So, although I already own the brand, I wanted an colour. So that's that one. Go to Florida Mall, go to Michael's Craft Store, order things from Etsy that don't ship to the UK, and yes, I did all those. So food and drink, I've got funnel cake. Yes, I tried it. I had it with ice cream. It's like a Mr. Whippy ice cream, so it's like soft serve, and that was incredibly nice, and I enjoyed that muchly. IHOP, no, I did not. Chicken and waffles, yes, and I did not appreciate it. It was not appealing in the slightest, so I don't know what that was all about. CC's, yes. A thick shake, yes. Ghirardelli thick shake, yes. And that Ghirardelli milkshake was delightful. I appreciate it. Mika waffles and sausages, yes. Dole Whip, yes. So work, I've got being a parade / dance party. Yes, I did dance party 4 times hanging out with Pluto. Keep a tally chart each time I hang out with a character. Yes, I did that. I also kept a tally chart of the parks I worked in and my locations. So I have that all written down and I'll go through that in a minute. So I actually know which park I worked in most, which location I worked in most, and which character I worked with the most. Buy a new pin for each character I'm friends with. Yes, bar Rafiki, but that's happening. Pick up an extra shift in a location I haven't before. Yes, I picked up a shift for Chef Mickey's, and I enjoyed it. Get an Ernie Mayers pin. Yes. Okay, so tally chart. So out of all the characters in Walt Disney Property, I hung out with 3 different ones whilst I was there: Pluto, Mr. Smee and Rafiki. I hung out with Pluto 44 times, Mr. Smee twice and Rafiki twice. And I actually worked out the other day, I had 48 days working. Then I had 6 days of training and I had 16 days off in my entire time there. So literally I had a 2-week holiday. And when I put it like that, I think, thinking about it, I did an awful lot for a 2-week holiday. But yeah, then parks, I worked in Magic Kingdom 11 times, Animal Kingdom 12 times, Epcot 20, Hollywood Studios once, and I worked at the Contemporary 3 times.